Welcome to Costa Rica. Good morning, everybody, from San Jose, Costa Rica. We just got in last night, and take a look at this gorgeous view behind me. We are about to head to the airport and grab my dad. We got a rental car last night, and we're going to be driving 3.5 hours to the south of here to Quepos. We got a beautiful house to spend the next weekend, but before I go, let me show you a quick little Airbnb tour here. And it costs about $94 per night here in San Jose. So I'll show you this Airbnb and then let's hit the road. Got McKenna on the couch. Little living room set up. Some plants. Kitchen area. Bedroom. Has a nice view too. As I said, we arrived here last night, kind of just got dinner, fell asleep, and got the rental car, and my dad's arriving today. So with that being said, let's go grab a quick coffee and head to the airport to grab my dad. So we made it to a place called Franco that is super close here to our Airbnb, and we're gonna order some breakfast and coffee before we hit the road. Cameron eats first. That place was super good. If you're here in San Jose, check out Franco. It is a coffee bar and they do breakfast. That breakfast burrito is top tier. But right now we're gonna head into the grocery store to pick up a few things. Maybe get an umbrella because it's supposed to rain a little bit the next couple days. And we forgot ours, so we'll see. But we're about to go check out one of the grocery stores. I've said this before, but I feel like it's always super interesting seeing grocery stores in foreign countries. I love checking them out. Came up short on the umbrella situation, but still have a long drive, so I'm sure we'll be able to find one somewhere along the way. Although right now the weather's pretty perfect, so as long as we don't get rained on, yeah, even if we do get rained on, it'll be all right. This is gonna be supermarket number 2. Let's see what we can find. This place looks a little bit more promising. We might have some more stuff, so let's check it out. This store's a little bit more full than the other one. I think the other one was kind of like an express little store, but this one's like an actual huge supermarket, so just picking up some things. Needed some sunscreen for sure because it is quite warm here in Costa Rica at this time of year. I'm McKenna's new Uber driver here in Costa Rica. No, I'm just kidding. We got groceries. We're heading to the airport. It's about a 27-minute drive here from central San Jose to the airport to get my dad, and we got everything set up for him. So let's go do that, and then we'll head to Quepos. What's up?
Hi, buddy.
How's it going?
Great flight, man. Love you. Thanks for everything.
Yeah, no problem.
Went smooth as molasses.
So about an hour and a half later, we're about an hour and a half out of Yaco, Costa Rica, and it has to be about 10 degrees hotter here than San Jose. It's like probably 90, 91 degrees, super hot. And there's been quite a bit of traffic, but we're now about an hour away, hour and a half away. So hopefully we'll be in Quepos soon. So we made it here to Marina Pez Vela. I'll make sure I'm saying that right. So for the first time on this channel, I'm gonna feature a little bit of fishing. In a few days, we're gonna be going to target some fish around here in Quepos. And we just got here. It's a brand new fishing marina. Gonna check it out, walk around a little bit. We're not going today, but I just want to kind of check it out and see what the vibe was. Got my boy Nick Stanza got his hat on. Stan's Fishing. Go check out his gear if you're into fishing gear and outdoor stuff. He has some super good stuff on there, so always repping the Stan's Fishing. But yeah, let's go check out the marina, and it's just super cool to be here. Having a nice club soda with lime here. Ordered some appetizers here at the restaurant called the Runaway Grill. What do you think of that drive? It was a long drive. There's a lot of traffic and a lot of, I think mostly it was all single lane highway, so that's why it took about 3.5 hours from San Jose to get to Quepos. But man, it was worth it. It was beautiful here, and got all the boats behind me. Can't wait to get fishing in a few days, and it's just great to be here. Loving Costa Rica so far. What do you think so far, Dad?
So far, you can't ask for much better scenery than this. I can guarantee you the fishing is very serious.
After a little bit of a nightmare checking in, just because I had no cell reception and the check-in instructions were via WhatsApp and I couldn't get anything to load, we finally made it to our house here in Quepos. It has been a long day, but let me show you our Airbnb here in Quepos. It is epic. Take a look. We've got the living room here, kitchen. Got some pool stuff back there, washer dryer. McKenna's taking a video. What's up, Dad? You like the place?
Really nice, beautiful, brand new, everything's perfect.
Got bedroom out to that gorgeous view. Me? Got a bathroom, shower, toilet, little present on the toilet thing. Never seen that before. Closet, towels. Got the living space here, my dad hanging out. TV, kitchen table. Yeah, it is. We really are in the middle of the jungle. Shower, bathroom, another bedroom. Looking out at that gorgeous view. Got that here. We got this outdoor area here. And it opens up here. This beautiful, beautiful view. That's our bedroom. My dad's bedroom's on the other side. Got this couch, beautiful infinity pool. Got a grill over there. And man, look at that view. So I messed up. There's actually a third bedroom here off the main living room. This one is my dad's bedroom. The other one's another guest room, which you can see the door over right there. It also looks out to that beautiful view. So it's a 3-bed, 3-bath. I completely forgot, honestly. Booked this a little while ago, so super awesome, super stoked to be here. First time in Costa Rica. The people have been super nice and welcoming, and just so excited to be here. This place I want to come for a long time. I feel like I say that in every video, but man, this house is incredible. I'm so grateful to be here, and we're gonna have an epic trip. And man, Costa Rica, you are beautiful. So with that being said, we're gonna kind of unpack the car, wind it down a little bit, and we also have to go grocery shopping. Good morning from Quepos, Costa Rica, guys. After a great night of sleep and waking up to that view that I can't get over, we are about to drive 30 minutes to a waterfall called Poza Azul and kind of check that out. Just kind of drive and explore and see what we can get into. Kind of just had dinner last night and crashed. So with that being said, we're just gonna go ahead and explore. I don't really get to see it more or less in the daytime. We did get to see it in the daytime, but the sun was setting. So let's go explore. And I'm super stoked for this waterfall. I think you can swim in the waterfall. I don't know for sure, but yeah, I love Anytime we're in a country and we're discovering waterfalls, I love it. Let's go. Ready for an adventure today?
Absolutely. Here come the waterfalls.
This is the star of my videos right here. It's been a while since you've been in a video, like almost 2 years.
Yeah.
So now you're back.
I was on a hiatus, resting up.
So many of these little bugs outside of our Airbnb. Last night it was crazy with the bugs. Like anytime you'd have any light on outside, they'd all swarm. It was super interesting to watch. Here's the damage from yesterday. We had to drive up quite a long, well, we have to every day, drive up quite a long dirt road here to get to the house to drop the garbage can. Garbage can drop. They got it handled. Anyway, out there is a super long road and it takes about maybe 12 minutes from the main road, which is a long time when you're driving over a bunch of rocks and stuff. So the car took a little bit of a beating, but luckily we got a 4x4. If you are here in Costa Rica, I would recommend getting a 4x4. A lot of the fun stuff you want to do is off-road and whatnot. Yeah, the 4x4 will provide good for you, just because if we didn't have a 4x4, we probably wouldn't have been able to make it to the Airbnb. Made it here to the waterfall. It's about a 20-minute drive. Oh wow, there's stairs. It's not one of our usual hikes, there's stairs. What?
There's big ants.
It's really cool.
A lot of bugs.
Everything's right into the jungle.
Yeah.
Back to nature. Be careful.
It's steep, but
Yeah.
I can hear it. The water's a little bit cold. What do you think, Dad?
I love it. It's really nice. Freezing cold.
Well guys, we made it here to Playa Hermosa here in beautiful Costa Rica. Got a sea turtle on my back. So what I was trying to say before I got bombarded with a wave was I've never been anywhere in the world yet that there's literally, the jungle is just right on the beach here. Super, super beautiful, and just something different and unique that you don't see a lot of times. We made it to a place called Ricar 2 El Avion, which is a bar and grill here just a little bit south of Quepos. And man, I've seen this on social media, but this is super, super cool to see the 727 right behind me here, just in the middle of the jungle. So cool. Let's go in and check it out.
Okay.
It's kind of neat. There's a little pool here if you have kids and stuff, or just like to swim and eat at the same time. Swim here. Restaurants over there. There's some tables all around here. Pretty neat. Although right now it does not look ideal to swim because it looks like it's about to rain. Every day here around like 3:30, 4 p.m. it rains kind of hard just because of all of how hot it is, and just all of that moisture just builds and builds, and then later in the day, once it's at like the peak heat of the day, it rains. But this was such a cool place to check out, and I've seen it on social media so many times, so we're gonna see if we can go up into the airplane and check it out. So it's kind of neat if you have kids or you just like to swim and eat at the same time. They have a little pool area here, some tables, a restaurant back there, some more tables over there, and like a little shower and stuff so you can rinse off. But super neat feature of this restaurant, along with the amazing airplane, the old 727 over there. Although right now it doesn't look like a great time to swim just because it's about to rain. Every day it rains at about like 3:30, 4 p.m. in the peak heat of the day. The moisture just builds, and then once it's in the peak heat, it just rains just for a little bit, and then it clears up quite fast. But we're gonna see if we can go up into the airplane and check it out. But this has been a super cool experience. If you're here in Quepos or near Quepos, you gotta check this restaurant out. It's awesome. So I think this 727 behind me is actually a hotel, from what you can tell, because it said exclusive access for hotel guests only. So I assume this might be paired with a hotel. But super unique restaurant. It's super cool with the little pool and stuff, and then 727's awesome, so it's pretty cool. Got another club soda for the road, and it was interesting, the the club soda we drank, we asked for it with lemon, but there was lemon juice at the bottom, and then they coated the rim with salt, kind of like how a margarita would be, but I don't know, it was interesting. I've never had that before. But man, this is super neat. I wish we could go inside, but yeah, see it. Acceso exclusivo. Solo huéspedes de las habitaciones. My Spanish is a work in progress, guys. Habla un poco español. So. What?
That was really good.
Thank you. Yep. Good morning, guys, from Quepos, Costa Rica, day 3. It is very early in the morning. It's about 5:30. Just woke up, and we're gonna have a quick coffee and head to Marina Pez Vela because we're gonna be heading out fishing today, right down there in that water. Hoping to catch some rooster fish or cubera snapper. Just doing a little bit of inshore fishing. I think I said earlier this is like the first time I've ever actually included fishing on this channel, so I'm sure the more I travel, the more that'll come, but either way, we're about to head down there and hope to catch some fish. This is McKenna's first time ever offshore fishing, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can get lucky, but I'm just super grateful to have the opportunity to go in the water, and it's just great to be here and just listen behind me at how beautiful the sounds of nature are and how pure the environment is here. That is a beautiful view and beautiful sounds to wake up to. Let's go. Well, I guess you gotta record whenever conditions aren't super ideal. This is our current situation. Just down the road from our Airbnb. Unfortunately got a flat tire. What's up? Just got a flat tire, and the bolts just on way too tight. I don't know anything about cars, by the way, so I could be saying that wrong, but it's way too tight. So this super nice gentleman's trying to help us out. We'll see. I don't even know if we're gonna get to go fishing today or what, unfortunately, but stuff happens. So this situation was insane with changing the tire, but thankfully this super nice gentleman came up to us and offered to help us, and this should just show you there are good people in the world. If it wasn't for this gentleman, we would not be going anywhere today. So there are good people in this world, and it's just amazing to see sometimes how great humanity can be. And yeah, I'm so thankful this guy was here. If he didn't, he just came up out of the blue and helped us do this. If he hadn't done it, I don't know what would have happened, so it's amazing. Tire changed. Let's try and go fishing now. What do you think about that?
Thank God for good people.
Yeah.
I can tell you that. There are some good people still left out there. Without him, we were dead in the water.
Seriously.
Literally.
Finally made it. Better late than never. Let's go. You guys ready?
Let's go. Let's make it happen.
Woo! Gonna start off catching a little bit of live bait. Trying for a rooster fish. They're gonna try and troll a blue runner. See if we can get one. The captain was saying the fishing's been a little slow inshore, so we'll see what happens. Dad?
Excellent. Rooster time, boys.
What's up, guys? Just hooked up on our second rooster of the day. Having a great time. It's nice the sun's gone down a little bit, so we're not getting pounded with the sun. Beautiful out here on the water. Good morning, everybody, here from Quepos again. Yesterday was such an awesome day, getting to experience fishing here in Costa Rica and landing mine and my dad's first rooster fish. Well, I technically caught a little baby one when I was like 8 years old when we were fishing in Mexico, but that's besides the point. This was my first one that I genuinely remember in my head, so that was amazing. Such a cool opportunity. I can't wait to watch the footage of releasing the fish and letting it swim away. So that should be awesome. Little update for you guys. We got a Land Cruiser, which has been very helpful, making it up the road here. As you can see, it's all gravel. The main road's even more bumpy. So yeah, today we got some fun stuff planned. Today we're going to first go get some breakfast, and then we are going to Manuel Antonio National Park to get a nature and eco tour to get to look at some animals. I wish I had my camera. We were outside on the pool area, and there's been a bunch of toucans flying around last night and this morning. So I'm gonna try, and I'm recording right now on my GoPro. I'm gonna try and use my big camera and get my zoom lens and try and get some cool nature footage for you guys. That's my goal, at least on this eco tour. And after that, we're going to this cool spa to get like a spa treatment in the jungle, which should be really neat. So I don't know what to expect with that, but either way, another day of adventure. Let's get it going, and thanks for coming along. Let's go. We're just stopping here for a meal at Emilio's Cafe and take a look at the view. Gorgeous. And those rocks out there are where my dad caught his rooster fish yesterday. So super interesting to be on the other side of where we were fishing yesterday, right on those rocks out there. So we'll check it out, we'll see how the food is. Got a coffee. I realized I was so hungry that I forgot to record my food, but I had a falafel wrap, my dad had a Cuban sandwich, and we kind of had a Mexican bowl, and the food was pretty good. And the view is even better, so if you're here in the park area here in Quepos, it's a good place to check out. So we made it here, we met our guide. And if you are coming into the park, be aware of people trying to scam you for parking and tickets and stuff. These guys like had us pull over and whatnot, and it was really confusing. So be aware of scams here when you're entering the park for more money and stuff.
Thing here about the termites, they eat the dead woods and they just clean up all the wood around there. And even they clean up the skin of the trees. They do that.
It's too hot out.
Not too hot out, it's too humid out.
Loves me.
with a scope.
That's so cool. So awesome. So guys, this sloth, there's a 2-finger sloth all the way up there, and I'm including videos of the sloth. It's literally right next to the water here in the beach. And right in the beach yesterday, like I said, just way out there past the rocks is where I caught my dad's rooster fish. So the nature here is absolutely incredible. We're here at another airplane bar called El Avion, or bar and restaurant. But the view here is crazy. Something super interesting about this plane is that it was one of the 3 airplanes operated in the operation by the CIA. If you've seen the movie American Made, it was involved in the Iran-Contra affair. And I'm not going to go super deep, excuse me, into the history, but super interesting that this was one of the 3 planes used by the whole Barry Seal operation with the Iran-Contra affair and the Reagan administration. Go read the history on that, it's super interesting, but that was one of the 3 aircraft that they used. Well guys, that is gonna wrap up the video. You wanna say goodbye?
Bye.
That's gonna wrap up the video here from Quepos, Costa Rica. Tonight we're driving back to San Jose, and then we're flying back to California. With that being said, guys, the tour of, oh, I almost knocked into that chair. The tour of Manuel Antonio National Park, I booked the tour through the park's actual website, which in my opinion is the best way to go. You can book through TripAdvisor. However, the best way is through their website. Be aware, as I said, there are some scams getting into the park with people saying you need tickets for certain places that you don't, and parking scams. So just be wary of that. Just keep an eye out and just be aware of your surroundings and the situations. Other than that, definitely recommend going to check out the tour. That was amazing. The wildlife is insane. I definitely see why people come to Costa Rica. The ecosystem is just so pure and awesome. And just seeing these animals in person is just super surreal. And it's crazy, the jungle right on the beach. I've never seen anything like that. However, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for coming along. Saying goodbye from Quepos, Costa Rica. We'll see you in the next one.